Bro, I'm sore. I feel tight. I'm in pain. My neck is stiff. I feel all kinds of inflamed. I don't know what to do.
Dude, you know what you need to try?
What?
CBD.
CBD?
I've been down in I'm so full of CBD, dude, for like the last...
How are you coherent?
What do you mean? There's no psychoactive part of CBD. It takes all of the psychoactive stuff of the plant out of the mix, and you only get the health benefits, the pure health benefits of hemp oil.
What?
CBD, dude.
No way.
Yeah, and
how do I get this?
Well, I like it so much, dude, that I think we should hook some people up with 15% off the whole store of one of the best CBD companies in the game. Axton Subs, dude. If you go to axtonsubs.com,
sounds cool.
Use the promo code awkward. That's going to get you 15% off the whole store, dude.
15% off?
15%
the entire
off
store?
The entire store.
Off their gummies.
Gummies.
Are CBD also. And their pre-workout in flavors like blue raspberry and root beer.
Pre-workout, the nootropic, the sleep formula, the original CBD oil, everything, dude. 15%
off. You just changed my life, man. I can't thank you enough.
Axton Subs, promo code awkward, 15% off.
Thank you.
Go get some.
Perfect. This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel perfect. Yeah, it's all about us.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
What's up, everybody?
What up, Aardvarks?
Welcome back to another episode of Socially Awkward.
Socially Awkward Podcast number 9. Welcome back.
We're doing the damn thing.
For those of you just tuning in, I'm Justin.
I'm Zach.
And we're the Socially Awkward Podcast.
Socially Awkward Brothers.
Also, too, if you're just now tuning in to episode 9, fear not. Please, I mean, you don't feel the need to go back and rewatch episode 1 through 8. Because
it's not a Netflix series. I mean, you can treat it like one, but
yeah, dude.
But
like if you're real thirsty for more Weber Boys, then maybe go indulge. But if not,
because here's the thing with our first episodes, and I mean we say this every episode, but when we say that we truly mean, and I mean this in the most not douchey way possible, but our goal with this, lots of kicks,
to make money,
is to but B, we want to get better at it every time. We want to be more clear. We want to have more to say. We don't want to have so much dead time in between. And obviously, as you know, when you first start, if you see that we post this and that we're at episode 9, you're probably thinking, wow, well, shit, I got to go all the way back to episode 1 and go all the way up. But the problem is you're going to tune into episode 1, get through episode 2, and then you're going to be like,
pretty out
this
of
isn't
gas.
for me.
I'm out of steam.
Yeah, it isn't for me. You know, they were kind of slow. They didn't really talk about anything, which is true. I mean, we don't have like a agenda. Yeah, but we're trying to quickly evolve.
We've picked
for you guys.
the fuck up.
Trying to.
You guys have heard.
And we got some stuff in the works that's going to add to all this, that's going to make probably everything make a little bit more sense.
Well, we're going to get into all of it. I mean, the majority of it in the pod. They already heard the fucking ad read from Axton. Shout out to those guys.
Right.
Putting out that good CBD.
But we're working on, well, I'll say this, and this will prelude, but I don't want to give too much away. But
yeah, give them a reason to listen to the pod, dude.
We have some cool stuff in the works, trying to get together with some behind the scenes type of content, like leading up to the podcast, kind of, I don't know, how we do things, how we work, how we how we go about even
BTS,
doing
dude.
This. Yeah, some BTS.
Just some good old fashioned BTS is what we're about. How's your week, dude?
Week was good, man. Kind of that post birthday week.
Just getting back after it?
Yeah, getting back after it. What did we do? We went to the gym. We worked.
Fucking barely.
Oh, that's
dude.
what happened last week.
The gym.
I'm going to say this. I got maybe 3 hours of sleep last week, man. That no lie, because we did this podcast Monday night.
Second time.
We had to do the second time because I wasn't even in the shot.
Yeah.
So we had to redo it.
Redo the whole fucking thing, guys.
You
heard a second run of it. Luckily, we said all new shit.
And then we had to cram. We had to cram to get all of the video edited, which that's your thing, thank God. But what I had to work on is getting this new logo up and running. So I had it finished. And thank you. And shout out to our barber. Well, not our barber, but the guy who runs the shop. And we hang out there. I mean, we're there every week. We hang out there, and it's like an hour and a half every time we're there. So we just are kicking it with them. And
shout out to exclusives, dude.
Yeah, shout out to exclusives. And Hoovy. So Hoovy hits me up in my DM what I woke up to Tuesday morning, or what was it?
Doesn't matter. But
point being, he said, your brother looks like a crazy Puerto Rican with spiky hair and shit. He looks like Daddy Yankee. And I'm like, all right, well, he's not Daddy Yankee.
Acceptable.
So he's not Daddy Yankee. So we for sure have to change that. And the best is he then follows it up with, and the one on the right, I don't even know what the fuck to say. And I'm like, all right, so I'm redoing the logo. And then I looked at it, and then I'm like, okay, I get where he's talking about, because I started looking up some like actual graphic designers and like the stuff that they were doing, and I was, in all good conscience, I couldn't have kept that out. So hopefully this is better. It's my first time.
Dude.
It's my first time doing Adobe Illustrator, any kind of graphic designing. So give me a break. That's pure talent, if you ask me. But
it's damn good, dude.
I thank you. I appreciate that. But anyways, we just wanted a better logo, so we got that. Got the new website. Check that out at the Socially Awkward Pod, or not the. For sure, get your website right. SociallyAwkwardPod.com. Just want to plug that real quick because that's what I was working on too, and that's it. You had a blog come out.
Yeah, I did, dude. And
great one.
Thank you. We trained. Fuck, dude. Last week was not easy on the motivation getting into the gym for me, and like it was like every day it was pulling teeth, and maybe it was because we were so tired.
I think that's what it was. We just worked so much. That's worked, past tense. I'm not trying to sit here like I'm Gary Vee or something.
But I don't know what it was, and I kept having to remind myself that I got friend zoned a couple months ago, and so it's important that I do rally and get back in the gym. So that was what got me. That was honestly the only thing that got me through the week of training, because there was not a single day where I was excited to be there.
Yeah, I feel that from time to time. You know what, dude? Where my motivation fails me isn't getting friend zoned, but it's, you lose all this weight and you're expecting everyone to be like, holy shit, like, no way, that's awesome. Like, this is so cool. And then, but what I'm experiencing, people are like, dude, you got too thin, bro. You got too thin. I'm like, dude, nah.
Mix in a salad, dude.
Mix a steak. Maybe don't have salad for lunch one day.
Yeah.
But I eat plenty of bad food. And if you look at the camera, I was just making a comment about how I feel like I look thick all the time. But I think I have my own Shao Howell syndrome.
You're fishing.
I feel like I have my own
Z is gone fishing.
Caught one.
I hope you did, dude. I hope somebody gets you.
Dude, I'm gonna get a DM that's going like, oh no, you're not too thin.
You're not too thick. You're just right.
You're not too thick or too thin. But that's the problem, is I keep getting that, is people are like, oh, you're too thin now. So it's like, okay, well, what am I? Because before, the problem is I trained a lot of arms. A lot of arms. So much to where now that I am so thin to where I can still have like some size to my arms, because I just did them 6 times a week. I did them probably 8 times a week, I would say, arms.
Yeah, we did them frequently.
I did them a lot.
And we did that. We even did that 8-hour arm day at one time.
Don't recommend that.
No, dude, fuck that. My elbows are still wrecked from that.
Yeah, but, man. I mean,
we did it.
We got through it somehow, and we
have video of it somewhere, dude. That's
I
vintage.
do. I do have it on my old computer. I'll have to pull that up. We should speaking of behind the scenes, man, that was some
sauce that out.
That's when we were doing our pyramid scheme. So we switched to a podcast. Hopefully you guys like this better. I think you will. Yeah, I think you guys are enjoying this more than our pyramid scheme, but
yeah, we have 5 stars, which continue to keep doing that. You guys are the best. That leave 5 stars. Somebody talked shit on my beatboxing, but I think it was because you were fucking up the words and they didn't like that.
Well, and also too that you were looking at the audience of that, and it was 13 to 17-year-olds. So
yeah, dude, I don't know
that song
why,
came out. Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg came out before that those kids were even born.
I don't know how or why that post was even being seen by.
You can't target it?
No, you can, and I didn't target it to that.
So what happened?
I don't know, dude. Instagram dropped the ball, but I promoted that little video, and it ended up.
That's not even our audience.
I'm well aware of that, dude. I want no teenagers tuning in.
Not a good influence. Curse way too much.
I mean, yeah, but like it's just not interesting. We got told by our little girl cousin that we're boring.
She's in that age range.
God bless her for tuning in and giving us a shot, but I mean,
her older brother has a review on our list that says amazing. Just that's all it says. 5 stars, amazing.
Yeah, but he's in that age of kid that like he's just trying. Like,
you know what, dude? No, he's that age of kid. He hears a profanity and he likes it,
which is fair.
Yeah,
which is
I was that way.
But like I think he's kind of maybe past that. I think he's at the point now where he's like wanting to start integrating into adult life, and this is like adult conversation. And so maybe 14-year-olds is the play. Maybe
I think
he's almost 16.
I think he's 16 now.
But like maybe that's the play.
Yeah.
And all I know is that young teenage girls don't like us.
And same with 50 and up. Well, some. We have a lot of 50 and up. You know, we just we had someone at our office complex. It's just been weird, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been weird having this and feeling so exposed in the world that it's like, oh man, I wonder what they're gonna think, because the problem is I'm trying to mix some of the promotion stuff on Facebook, because I know there's a lot of people I don't have on Instagram that are on Facebook.
Yeah.
But then when I really think about my Facebook friends that are using it on it, it's not the demographic for what we're doing. I mean, it's family and family friends rather. So like now my parents gotta go, our parents gotta go fight for us if they don't necessarily approve. But
Facebook is just such a joke these days,
which is a bummer, because I like the way that it's set up. It's supposed to be set up.
Except for videos, like I just don't see a lot of need for it. It's kind of like when MySpace transitioned into just music.
It's like a more interactive YouTube, I would say.
It's more. I think it's
more of a social YouTube.
I think it's more of a more user friendly. It's just taken over Vine pretty much, I think. And I don't really. I never understood Vine, but I
it was 6-second videos.
Okay,
like
so
Instagram.
So it's like that mixed with Instagram TV or something.
Yeah, or YouTube,
or YouTube. I mean, whatever.
Pick one.
It's all they're all relevant, and they're all social.
But yeah, it's what we've been busy doing, just trying to get this out there, trying to grow this thing, and
we're just trying to make a blend. Also, it goes back to listen to the most current episode too, huh? Don't watch the first fucking one and then make all your judgments. But
you can't do that.
Yeah, but anyways,
we didn't have the right mics.
No, we had terrible mics, low budget mics.
Lowest budget mics, dude. We got the cheapest ones we could get at Best Buy.
They weren't the cheapest, but they were
second cheapest.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because we didn't know
how
we didn't realize the equipment. Yeah, like because we didn't realize that. Like we were thinking,
just grab a mic and download an app.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, at first, I wouldn't even think we needed a mic, because I was like, oh, we could just use like an earbud,
yeah,
or like a microphone that comes with like headphones or something.
Yeah.
And it couldn't be further from the truth. And it was a rude awakening, and it was an expensive awakening.
Yeah.
But it's an awakening that you know what? It was a Christmas morning I was excited to wake up for.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because the product of it, I feel like is a much better one that is a much more accurate depiction.
And I can at least like feel somewhat proud versus before. You know, like here's the thing: if you have no one tuning in, and you're not promoting, you're not upping your quality, you're not looking to get better every single time you do it, then you can't get mad for no one tuning in. You know, you can't. So what I'm trying to do on my end, and obviously you are too, but we're just trying to make sure all our ducks are in a row.
All our chickens are in a line.
Our chickens are in a line. So when we get this thing going, man, it's just better each time. Yeah, that's all we got to be. So, I mean, and we're taking a lot of advice. The logo thing was inspired by a listener, and you know, we're just going to keep taking it. You know, and another one of those things was segments. People wanting us to break it up a bit more so that it's a little bit easier to understand. And the ad reads with that will help as well.
The ad reads will help with that. But also to having defined segments, dude. We got a few defined we got the Tinder thing that we're going to be doing. We've got some good current events that we're going to be getting into after the break. And then we've got this one that we're about to get into.
Yeah. So without further ado, I mean, enough about our week. Enough about the week and the shop talk. Let's get into some stuff.
Yeah.
What do you got?
All right. So Ballers, the show on HBO, Ballers, which for those of you that live under a rock or don't know what it is, oh God, that's funny because The Rock is the star.
That was a good one. Look, baby, this is Dwayne The Rock Johnson coming to you with charm. Guys, look, I'm looking forward to being on this podcast, and I'm having fun.
Hey, what are you doing? It's my show.
It's the pain and gain.
It's my show, dude. Anyways, so it's basically like the athlete version of Entourage, which is the greatest show of all time.
If you haven't seen Entourage.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Entourage, no. But The Rock plays a former NFL player who is a Hall of Famer and turns into a financial advisor, and
he's helping them young bucks find their way.
He's really taken on that role,
that big brother role,
and he's got a few friends that still play in the league, and one of those guys is named Ricky Jarret, who's played by Denzel Washington's son and is an absolute beast.
Got a beard on him and a fade.
Dude, I mean, it's
admirable.
Every week, his beard and his hair is just
more and more lined up.
It gets better each time.
I mean, I think it's rude, honestly, how lined up he is all the time.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he's Rick, the character Ricky Jarret, had just finished his last season, and he had retired due to some concussion issues and stuff like that. And then he had realized pretty quickly that after adjusting to the retired life that he didn't want to do it anymore, and so he started going back, and he's lacing up the cleats again. And he knocked some chick up, and he's living in LA with her, and he's gonna play for the Rams. And so anyways, he's in this nice community, right, where he's got all these rich white people pretty much living, and gets invited to a barbecue. That's the stage. It's set. Let's get into what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough scene to watch, but I think important for the times going on right now. Basically, what happened in this scene is you got these rich white people, right? And Just picture them, younger, same age group, rich white people.
As like an NFL player.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're the same age as Ricky.
Right. Like, yeah, so like low 30s, excuse me, mid 30s. And so what happens is he starts getting political and starts talking about Trump, everything like that, the white guys. And then Ricky Jarrett's just like, okay, yeah. And, just being whatever. And then all of a sudden,
being politically correct, just having a conversation, enjoying a cigar, just nodding along, just being there.
So he has to kneel down to go tie his shoes. So he's taking a knee. So then one of the white guys makes a comment saying, "Oh, we got a kneeler. Oh, we got a kneeler." Yeah. And makes some comment like that. So then he stands up and obviously goes, "I'm sorry, what do you mean? Like, don't hate the cause."
Yeah, respect the cause.
Respect the cause, don't hate the movement. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not, disrespecting." And then they just kept going. And then finally Ricky Jarrett was just like, fuck this, I'm out. And then he had his crew with him. He had his dad, his girl, and then his boy that's always with him all the time, TT. And so they just stormed off and bounced. But I guess now getting into our opinion of it, it's tough because you get to see things from a different perspective when you're watching these shows. And granted, it's fiction, but we can't forget the fact that one of the writers of this show is Rashard Mendenhall, who played, I think, 4 years in the NFL, maybe more or less. But he was pretty well known. I mean, he played for the Steelers, played for the Cardinals. I mean, he was a legit running back. Became one of the writers of the show. So obviously a guy like him has seen some of the inner workings of how this works. He's been to those rich parties. He understands the landscape of the game and how it all works. And especially as a black male, as an African-American male, and as white guys watching it, it's tough because we can't really make an opinion that educated. We can, and we can talk about the flag and we can talk about all these things and try and make it about other things, but we don't really know. It's easy for people to sit and make an opinion when they, like, we have no clue. We have no clue what it's like. You and I know what it's like from having friends who have told us and whatnot, but we haven't experienced it. We haven't lived that. And I think watching that exposes a different reality that a lot of people are afraid to look at and afraid to look at both sides of things.
Yeah. I mean, in this part of the episode is only half of what I want to get into with it, but I don't want to get into the whole issue of people kneeling on the football field. I'll say this about that. Whoever wants to get upset and make it about the flag, that's on them. Like I have a lot of love and respect for the men and women who have fought and lived and those that died for us to be able to have the freedoms that we enjoy.
Right.
There's zero question about that at all. But at the same time, people trying to take a stance against something that they disagree with, I do that every single day. I wake up and take a stance against something or for something that I believe in every day. So how could I say you don't do that?
Right.
How could I suppress that?
Yeah, no matter what your opinion is on the topic, if you stand for anything, you can't really get mad at someone else for saying it. Now,
it's just hard because I get it.
Yeah, exactly. It is. But and whether you agree with it or not.
Well, hang on. Just my last thought about it is that, I would much rather have the athletes, like, if they're going to choose that platform to take the stance on, and again, I shit the bed when I had an opportunity to be a professional athlete, which is why I'm sitting here now talking about this shit and not actually participating in it. But if I were a player on that team, you know, as a white guy, and that was going on, I think that the way to do it is to be postured up, respectful, and having that whatever. Because, you know, like when guys are hurt on the field or whatever, oftentimes you take a knee, and it's a sign of respect in that sense. In this sense, you know, it's not like he's sitting all slouched over, burying his head, or saying, you know, do anything. He's intentionally, probably being more intentional with those few moments than the majority of all other athletes have been as that song is being played. Right. That's just a formality for a lot of athletes. And you know, like even in some sports, it's you know, it's just it's important, but it's an intentional song that has intentional meaning. And I feel like these events have honestly brought light back to that fact that this song is an important fucking song, and we need to have whatever respect or reverence for it or whatever. But at the same time, we just got to think on both sides about how we're all going about this. Cause
right. And that's my main thing.
It's gotten so silly.
Because at the end of the day, there hasn't been, and I'm not standing up for either side here. I'm not taking a political stance, but at the end of the day, no one has been hurt. There hasn't been any innocent lives killed.
Yeah, but like the thing is, though,
it's created a lot of tension. But the problem is that social media has just exposed that tension. I feel like that tension's always been there. Yeah, media in general too, and you know, when you have a guy like Trump in office, that, you know, you got
he feeds
people
off
that
of
are
that.
really you got people that are really on board with him, and then people that are really, really not on board with him. And the problem with that is that the media is now going to just take that and go, okay, we take this side. Kneeling for the flag, this is now an opportunity for us to attack the left and say, nope, can't do that. This is what we're going to make it, when the original argument had nothing to do with the military.
You know what, dude? You know,
so that's where my issue is with it.
What this is a lot like is, you remember a couple of years ago,
it's like clout chasing, dude.
Kind of, but you remember a couple of years ago when in the South they were burning all the Confederate flags?
Yeah.
You know, okay, so that stance, I have much more of an issue with that stance than I do with the kneeling for the national anthem. And the reason why is because that flag is unfortunately so misrepresented in today's day. But in actuality, that flag represents rebellion from ultimately the government ruling how people live. Like the whole idea of that group of people was, we don't want to be taken advantage of by higher powers.
Yeah.
And that itself is a good message. The problem is those people were not properly educated to handle themselves correct. And then when they were properly educated, they acted like fucking assholes. And then, you know, everybody came in and wiped them out. But now the stigma with that whole time is just, it's race. It's all about race. And like, that's not what that was intended for. And same thing with and same thing with this.
I mean, it's tricky because, you know,
but there you're burning a flag that represents something bigger than what that person is burning it for.
Yeah, but, you know, and that goes into the school system, though, too. You know, you're taught that flag is bad. And you know, I'm okay with it not being a huge part.
At this point, me too. I don't want it. I don't want it
in
around.
The society. No. And I don't like to look at it because where my mind goes, honestly,
it just pisses me off though where it got to. Like I don't. And
I haven't done my research. I don't know what its original intentions were. I mean, that's news to me because, you know, what they teach you in schools is that I mean that's connected.
Well, the Confederacy is all about rebellion, dude, and it's all about like you're not. It's all about the government's not going to control me. They're not going to take my shit, and that's fair, dude. That is fair.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the problem was with
just a tough argument.
What?
Backing up the South in those times, but
well, it's not. I'm not backing up the South. I'm backing up the idea that we shouldn't let tyrannical fucking politicians rule how we live our life,
right?
Which was what their idea was. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
My issue is that it got to the point. Society, okay, it became a political truth that flag was associated with racism and slavery.
Mm-hmm.
But the objective truth behind that flag is it represents all the shit I was talking about before. So that's, again, and I talked about this in the article, but the difference between objective truth and political truth. And unfortunately, we just live in a world where objective truth doesn't rule the roost.
Yeah, no. Well, and the thing is, and we talk about that all the time, you know, but the problem is, though, is that nowadays with social media, you can really find out, for the most part, a lot of things that you want to find out from multiple different sources and then come up with your own opinion about it. Which I think is going to make it for more transparency, or make for more transparency in the world. My question is for you. Do you think that the reason that we have a lot of uproar right now is because people are afraid to be transparent? Because we've never been taught to be transparent. We've never, I forget where I read it, but there's a guy saying that we are not, it could have been a female, I don't know, but what is up in my throat, man?
Every time we get on the mic, it seems like.
Yeah, I just talk a lot. But he was saying something about we're not designed as people. We're designed to be in small groups. We're not designed to be connected to the entire world originally. Clearly. But I think a lot of people...
You know who this was John Mayer, where you read
this. Yeah, man.
That is where it was.
The story?
Was a story, yes.
And that's what's so crazy to think about is because we're not, and I think we're trying to figure out how to adjust to that. And I don't have the answer, but I think a lot of people are holding on to things because, for instance, if you are a white guy and you're very proud, and you're proud of your culture, you're proud of your Southern pop, traditional country, you know, if you're a proud white guy and you look around
which everybody should be. It's
okay to be proud.
You should be a proud white dude today. If you're our age today,
I mean, just be proud, you know,
if you're doing
person, if you're doing shit, be proud. You know, don't just be proud if you're just a POS, but you know, my point is here is I think a lot of people in that camp, when you're so used to seeing a dominant white world throughout history of the United States, I think what the problem is that a lot of people see that and they don't like that change. You know, I think a lot of people like that feeling of power. No one wants to be a minority in anything. And I think the reason why you and I feel so transparent is because we've always been a minority in so many different ways, not race-wise, taking race out of this, but you know, when we went to school, not a single kid played hockey. We're the only 2 kids in the entire school that played hockey. Obviously way different, but we still got shit on for it. I mean, it still made fun of us and called us all kinds of names for it and whatnot. And then just moving on throughout the life, you know, and that's why we've created the Socially Awkward podcast to create that kind of community. But so many people are so afraid of losing, you know, they look around and, you know, all the influence, like on how a lot of people dress comes from different cultures. You know, we're not, how many people you see running around, like no one's, Complex isn't posting about Wrangler jeans and cowboy boots. They're posting about dope sneakers and the nice basketball shoes that came out. And they're posting about all these things that is inspired from other cultures. People have a hard time embracing that change.
Okay, so jumping back to your original statement about people being so used to a white male-dominated world in the United States. You know, the United States really isn't that old of a country.
Mm-mm.
And it just hasn't been around for all that long.
Right.
And so if you really think about this whole thing as it unfolds and the lack of access to information up until really like the early 2000s to the mainstream.
I mean, not even mainstream.
Whatever, I mean, like whenever Google came out, but like
but they didn't have the same... you did now.
No, not at all. But like it just wasn't as accessible. Like you really had to have a good situation in order to be educated enough.
Mm-hmm.
You really needed a lot of help in order to become something. And somewhere along the line, probably the internet, that stopped being the case, and people started to be able to figure out ways to do things themselves. It
Mm-hmm.
became less about which family has the most money and can pass the most money to the next generation. And same thing with knowledge too. And so I don't even know if I don't know how, like, I know it's bad. But like, if you look at over the course of a long period of time, I think that we've all as people evolved so much in the last 25 years, way more so than we ever have.
If you look at from like the 60s to the 80s, it's not like it's 2000 to 2020.
It's just a different it's a different game now, where the playing field is now level. You know, and it used to be like that only certain people understood that every single person was connected. And it's usually like an artist of some kind.
Right.
You know, like Tupac understood that every single human being was connected.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what he spoke to. Like a lot of writers are like that too.
Right.
And it's just understanding that the world is connected. But now we have social media and we have Instagram and Snapchat.
Now we're literally connected.
Now we literally are. And so I think that like it's just we have such an identity issue that exists right now that's like, do we want to be the cool, tough jock roaming around the high school walls, stuffing kids into lockers? Do we want to be the nerds studying? It's like everybody, when it seems like over the last few years, everybody has gone back to high school and refigured out who they were going to be when they grow up. Mm-hmm. And the ones that haven't done that are either way behind or they just don't care.
Yeah.
And you know, for those people, it's going to only get harder because everything is going to get more sophisticated and more advanced.
But I mean, that's kind of a modern way of describing that survival of the fittest type of theory, that, you know, the people that aren't willing to evolve. Here's my thing with all of it, and this includes everything going on with the politics and everything, is if you're not looking to advance, The world is always going to advance. I don't know why people haven't realized that. You can't make anything great again. You can just make something great. You can't go back to some. But I'm not even meaning to bring that into I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you can't go back to something old because the world doesn't work like that. Things evolve and grow, like technology and all these things. So we have to be adapting, not looking back at how things were, but how things are and how things are going to be. Like Gretzky said, you don't go where the puck is, you go where the puck is going.
Well, speaking of Gretzky, I mean, if you put him in his prime out on the ice today, he's lost.
That's exactly my point.
The sports is really one of the greatest indicators of what we're talking about here, because if you look at any sport 10 years ago, you know, like it was different times.
Yeah.
It was so different times, dude, because not that long ago, people were smoking cigarettes in the locker room in between periods.
Right.
I didn't play in this time, but like
70s, 80s, I mean, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, that was a real thing. I mean,
ago.
guys were putting on skate guards to go do smoke breaks in between periods.
Right.
Later on in like the 90s. So, you know, with all that stuff going on, it's like now you have kids that are taking. In my generation, you had the kids that started taking supplements instead. Like we start taking protein powder and pre-workout and creatine and stuff like that. And then it evolved even more than that. Then they became real nerds and real students. And it became about kids being homeschooled. And like, I mean, like think about Austin Matthews. Like he was homeschooled.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the state of the game. You know, there's so many people now, and there's so much competition. So that's what my point is. I'm not talking. I wasn't trying to bring that in political. I was just using it as an example of something current that people are using with the "Make America Great Again" thing. I'm not trying to get anything political, but
I think like the ultimate
overall, everything is evolving and growing, and it's up to us to learn and adapt and move forward from that versus on trying to go back to any old way, because we just constantly being more
process.
There's more buildings being made every day. There's more people being born every day. There's some people dying, but there's more people being born, and there's more businesses being started. There's more jobs being taken. There's just a lot going on like that wasn't happening back then. And you know, you can go on your Instagram and someone talking shit or someone sending you love or all these things that I think mess with us psychologically that aren't natural things for us to feel. They are, but it's accelerated because now it's at a massive level.
I think we're at a point where we got to start having, like people got to start having these conversations this way where we're just looking at it. But like, you know, I think,
and that's why I don't like to take a stance.
Yeah, but it's really coming off like you have a stance, and I want to help, like, I want to help translate like you do for me, you know, because the hard thing for us is that we are so open-minded and so interested in just getting better.
That's it.
And being productive. Mm-hmm. So to us, literally everything else, especially politics, is noise. You know, I know every single thing politically that's going on with what concerns what I'm doing, like within the scope of what I'm doing politically. I don't know what fucking Trump's last tweet was, dude. I have no idea. I could not even care less if I wanted to.
Right.
You know, but like, and I wish I was different, because then I could understand even more of what people are talking about. But like, from a politics standpoint, I have zero emotion invested in how that goes.
Me too. Yeah.
It's just because, again, I'm only interested in productivity, and from that job, you know, from the guy that has that job, I only want productivity. You know, or I'm only interested in productivity. I'm really not as interested in his social views and his social stance. I really feel like it's up to us to deal with social issues, not who's in office.
Yeah, and that's my other thing too is and to add on to that, and thank you for translating, because it probably sounded opinionated, but it's really not, because my opinion of all of it is that whoever gets elected into office, whoever doesn't get elected into office, whether it's red, whether it's blue, or whether it's fucking green, at the end of the day, I still got to show up to work the next day. I still gotta put on my work boots and show up. I still gotta get on the mic and do the podcast. My life doesn't stop or change, and it can't. So if I spend any time, and my life goal is to be a better version of myself than what I was, and it might be sounding selfish, but at the end of the day, if I build everything up, then that gives me only the ability to make real change.
Well,
so what I mean is that my goal is just to get better and learn everything that's in the ins and outs of all this. And that's why another reason I don't like to really state a full opinion, because like I said, I don't have the facts. I don't know what it's like to be Colin Kaepernick. I don't know what it's like to be Donald Trump. I don't know what it's like to be even a soldier. I'm not even a soldier. All I know what it's like is to be a citizen of the United States,
trying to get shit done, dude.
Trying to get shit done.
And this is preventing us from doing that. All the childish political bullshit, dude.
Because while you're tweeting your opinions, why not tweet something that you're doing and positive that, you know, and I think that's what this has showed me is doing this podcast, is getting so much positive feedback and review, that if you use the little bit of voice that we all have through social media to just provide some sort of value, whether for us, like, you know, we want to try and make people laugh,
be dope,
or just do whatever. I mean, but just
be dope.
Don't add to the negativity is my main point to all this. And getting into what frustrated me about the Ballers thing, get back into that, what started all this, is just that happens on that side, is that if someone's making a deal, they'll make that little comment. But so will the other side. The other side makes comments too. It's like I'm saying, it has nothing to do with and I was just talking basically off of what
the Ballers
what I saw.
Right.
And I don't even, you know, I don't want this to get political, and I don't even, I mean, two fucking young white kids talking about politics.
Yeah, but
could not be tuned off quick enough. But from a social perspective, I just think it's important that we all at least focus on that transparency, since that's not going anywhere. If we just evolve and try and figure out how we can be better at it. How can I be more open-minded and transparent to where I can focus on myself in a non-selfish way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
if you're looking to provide value.
I just wish that either we had less people involved. Like, I just wish people were less involved in the games that were played, and I wish that there were less games played.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, there's the argument of just like, there's just so much argument about meaningless things that people don't even know. People don't. The problem is that everything is so interconnected. Like, understanding how the healthcare system plays into the banking system, which plays into the markets. It's just, it's so,
and then you can just trickle that down to each person.
One little change or one little adjustment and just one little side of it, no matter how many people you think that it might help, it just as easily could be fucking over 100 times more by making that change. And those are the things that we're not talking about. Those are the things that we're not thinking about. It's immediately it's this and this, and
right,
because the reality of this is that a lot of the issues that we have and talk about are so superficial,
right,
that doing anything to fix that is just putting a Band-Aid on it.
Right. Yeah.
We have real structural flaws in what we're doing here.
Yeah. It's almost like when you get dumped, right? You get dumped, and the first thing you want to do is you want to go out, you want to put on your tight dress or put on your tight V-neck or whatever the whatever people wear out. I'm wearing a floral shirt. Maybe put on your nicest floral shirt. I don't know. But you get dumped and then you want to go out. And you told me this. I was going through a breakup one time and Justin was like, dude, why you got to go out so bad? Like, why do you want to go out so bad? And then I was like, well, because I'm single. I'm ready to mingle, bro. What do you think? And then you just said, and it was one of the things, it just still sits with me. You're like, but I mean, like you're going out because you feel like you have to. I'm like, what do you mean? You're like, it's a BandAid. I mean, you're Band-Aiding your feelings right now. You're not getting anywhere. You're going to go out and you're either going to come home feeling worse or you're just going to be, it's these feelings are just going to pop right back.
I probably just didn't want to go out that night.
That's more or less what it was. But yeah, sure enough, that night, dude, I ate a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's to myself. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. No, that was a joke.
That was for the girls?
That was for the...
That was to win back whatever female audience we have left. After that, all that talk about politics.
Oh. Might have bored.
I mean, at the end of the day, dude, we're sick of people being not productive
and fighting. Like that's my thing.
About stupid shit.
All I want is myself to be better and the world to be better, and I just see that making the world not better in any way, shape, or form, whatever side you take. And I truly
just stop taking sides too. How
there's not a dude? Like that's what I mean. Is there is no side. Just be you. Do your thing. Focus on what you've got to do. Vote, in my opinion, is you shouldn't vote on something unless you understand what you're voting for. I think you should do your research before. Fully. But that's just my opinion.
Fully understand.
The fuck does it matter? But
we got to create some system. Not us, but
yeah,
somebody's got to create. I heard about it on some other podcast, probably Rogan, but they were talking about like making voting requirements and shit, like you got to pass a test.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking something like that would be good.
I don't know, dude. It's so fucking childish, dude. It's such a game.
We're all gonna die anyways. So who gives
don't go there, but it's such a game.
Why not though?
But
we are
because don't.
No, we are.
Don't, dude. Don't. Because it's not. Because we have to worry about our children, that we have to worry about the next generation. Don't do that.
I'm not.
We're just gonna die.
Okay.
We're just gonna die. That's you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck you. Don't get pissed at me.
I'm not, dude. I'm just. We can't have that. We can't have that mentality.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that like we're all gonna die. I'm not saying fuck it for the entire of your existence. I'm saying if you worry about yourself, like, but we're all gonna die. So my point is we're all on here for such an amount of time. We only have so much to get things done. So if we are fighting all the time and you're living that life of being stressed out, arguing over something you really don't have anything to do with
or control over. That's the main thing. Over something you have no control over, you're gonna die. You're gonna die anyway. So what are you putting? That's what my point is, that you're gonna, not we're all gonna die, let's all take a back seat and not live. I'm saying we're all going to die, so quit fighting over things that you have no control over. Yeah, it is stupid.
That's what I mean by we're all going to die. Not whatever the fuck Justin's trying to spin.
I was just giving you a hard time.
No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. You're trying to rile me up, dude. You're trying to ruffle the feathers.
I'm not.
And I got long arms. I'll slap the shit out of you from over here.
I'll climb under the desk.
You won't do shit.
Dude. I'll climb under the desk.
Dude, please show the camera and try.
I'll climb under the desk.
I'll curb stomp you as you're coming down, dude.
I'm just talking about hiding, Z. I'm not gonna attack you like a fucking psychopath.
Can still curb stomp.
How,
dude? I'm gonna
be hidden under the desk.
I'm gonna knuckle you. You'll do
nothing, dude. You will do nothing.
I'm gonna knuckle you.
Nothing. Me.
Dude, you talk as good of shit as Khabib.
Dude, I'm gonna smash you.
When we will see Wednesday when this gets posted, we will see who likes more. Who they like more.
Dude, they like you more. We know they like you more. You have the floral shirt. But
well, you have a shirt that says love on. I wouldn't sleep on you.
Yeah.
You have a love shirt on and a Gucci hat on. That's hard to fucking play up against.
And Gucci shoes and our sponsored sweatpants, Lululemon. Shout out to Lululemon.
I'm just trying to get the Menlo house to
Yeah, dude. What do we got to do to get mental health? We need some more ads, dude. We got some more ads. We got Axton. We got the CBD. Speaking of which, dude, I feel fucking terrible about dragging people through that political nightmare that we just did.
Yeah, I do too. And because that's not our style. That's not me, But I think it's important though, because
I don't know if it's important, but it's all right to do.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. And not too often, but I just think that
once a quarter,
it's important for people to know that it's not cool to fight about things.
It's not cool to be the bully either, and that's our stance. Our stance is that it's not cool to be the guy walking around the halls of your high school and shoving kids into lockers. Because honestly, Z and I were both kids that got in some way, shape, or form shoved into a locker.
Yeah, because in Ballers, that could have been the reverse. It could have been a white dude at an all-black barbecue or an all-Mexican barbecue, and if he's getting picked on, you just don't want to see people getting picked on, dude, over stupid shit.
Z and I were both kids that got shoved into lockers in some way, shape, or form. And at the end of the day,
I had lunch in a bathroom stall one day.
Come try and do that to us now, and Z is gonna whoop your ass.
Nah, dude, not me.
So,
I start shaking and stuff, dude. I'm not the guy for fighting.
It's not. It's not cool. It's just not cool, dude. We don't stand for it, and on any shape or form. And we support people that wake up every day with a purpose and somebody who is doing something to get closer to fulfilling their purpose.
Right.
And because that's all we're doing, and all we look for is support in that. And
we want to be able to support other people.
And yeah, dude. And shit is so hard as it is that it just stop. Why? Just get better. Do better. Do better. How about that? You do better. They do better. We all do better. And everything's better. So
dude,
with
I
that,
agree.
I got to piss.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, let's break.
Break.
I wish we had Nelly so we could do that song from Longest Yard. This episode of Socially Awkward has been brought to you by ASB Elite, the first ever financial optimization firm. For more information on what total financial optimization entails, head over to asbelite.com. Learn how to become a lion amongst bulls and bears. Once again, that is asbelite.com.
We are back.
We're back.
Phew. Now we got that political nonsense out. Now for a video of a dog playing fetch. How cute is that?
I was gonna say Conway Twitty.
Well, I was just taking the corny ass news approach that every like the 10 o'clock at news they go. So a man was killed today. Got hit by a car on the freeway, but we have this very cute dog playing fetch on a trampoline doing flips with a leprechaun. And then it's like, how do you just go from that to that? But that's their job. But anyways, last thing I want to say about the political thing is announcement. We're making our own political party called the Awkward Party. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I had planned to do that, and now you're telling me you want out.
No, I don't want to be president, dude. Justin's saying, let us know what you guys think, but Justin's saying something about presidency, and Justin thinks that we could be the first duo presidency, which I think would be dope. I'm not going to lie, but I just see everyone being president, man, could not be more all set.
Yeah, but like
I just don't think I'm not sure not smart enough.
Okay, but you got to think, Z, that
I don't have the vernacular to be a president.
The vocabulary?
Yeah, I don't have a vocab.
Yeah, you could argue that for Bush too, though.
Yeah, it'd probably be worse. I mean, I got
that is.
I got the streetwear thing going for me.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, though.
Like,
you got to think that the majority of every president has taken over or inherited a bit of a shit show.
Yeah.
So you got to think, like, after Trump, what's next here? We've got
Kanye and The Rock.
Kanye, The Rock, and Oprah that are running. And then some other political people.
How fucking nuts!
But like,
dude?
I mean, all seriousness, if The Rock
I'm voting Rock.
If The Rock's name goes on that ballot,
I'm voting Rock.
I'm writing myself in everything until we can actually be on there.
I could have The Rock be president, dude.
Yeah, but it depends. It would depend. But you got to think, like, The Rock would be president probably if he runs after this. And then right after that, I mean, that's carrying pretty much right into, what are we in now? We're in 2018. So what is that? Yeah, dude, because, I mean, assuming that there's two-term Trump and assume that there's two-term The Rock, that puts us right at our spot.
It does. Well, you know, dude, if I'm The Rock, you know what I'm doing if I'm The Rock?
But what I was going to say, though, is us jumping in right after The Rock is very different than us jumping in after Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, if I'm The Rock, I'm not doing war. You know what I'm doing?
Or Nixon.
I'm taking a private jet.
Probably Nixon.
Yeah, and see now...
Sorry.
This is where my youth shows.
Your private jet.
So we're gonna. If I'm The Rock, I'm taking that private jet and I'm flying it into these countries, whatever it is, dude. The Rock plane. He's got his own, dude.
He does. He has a G650.
Yeah, no, but he's going bigger though for whatever you can.
Well, he's. Probably
I don't know what the biggest plane is, dude. I'm not worried about the specifics.
It's Air Force One.
Air Force One. Okay, but Trump's using his own plane. So The Rock is gonna have his own plane, dude, with the Brahma Bull on it, and it's gonna be black with the white logo on one side and then an Under Armour logo on the other side because that's a sponsor.
Smart.
So he's flying in, right?
Branding, dude. Mm-hmm. Smart.
And you know what he brings back? He brings back those sunglasses from 2002, and he has a crew that has a boombox. The thinner ones. That's sunglasses what Tony Ferguson still wears.
Oh yeah.
Those ones. So The Rock is going to come in, dude, and I don't care who it is, pick a leader in another country, and he's going to go there. Let's say it's Kim Jong-un. He's going to go there, and he goes, in the office, Kim Jong-un's just going to be sitting there writing something, thinking about, like, going to war or something, and then The Rock comes kicking down the door, waving his 4-4, and he's got a sound crew with him that plays, "If You Smell."
That would be intimidating.
And he rips off his suit.
Yeah.
And
rips off that 3-piece.
And he's just got the slacks on. He's bodied up, a little bit oiled up.
Yeah.
And you know what he takes? And then that's how, like, you know, whoever the leader is, they're gonna have their hands up, like, "Oh no, I don't want any problem." And then he takes their arm over and just bam, rock bottoms them on the table. Does this. Throws his arm up. That's it. And then he leaves. Could you imagine? And then, then security comes in and they go to swing a punch and he ducks, rock bottoms him. Then another one comes in and then he does some sort of flip. And then he's doing the people's elbow, bro.
He just rips off the pad somehow.
Yep. Because he had it under his suit, and we're like, dude, what do you get the pads on for? And then we're like, that's why he had the pads.
That's why he had the pads.
And they're bringing gun. They're trying to hit him with the gun for some reason. They're not shooting.
Nothing.
It's just like a video game from like the early 2000s.
Like a Batman movie.
Yeah, to where they don't shoot you. They just try and hit you with the gun. The security guard.
God.
So he dodges, knocks the gun out, rock bottom, bam, and then just people's elbow throwing the pads around. Everyone's like, dude, we're not fucking with the United States anymore.
Yeah, dude.
No, we want no part of the United States, and that man is a man to be afraid of.
Maybe that would happen.
And you have Vice President be Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think.
Oh, I would do that. That I would do in a nanosecond. And I would.
If you love America, give me a hell yeah. And he's just smashing Coors Light on his forehead and throwing them at people. That's his rally.
Dude, that's something I could get behind. The Rock and Stone Cold running.
Dude, Stone Cold, that's a guy that's That guy's taking road trips to get a jalapeno cheeseburger at Sonic. I mean, that's who you want. That's who you want.
You want him
decisions.
VP.
If he's that passionate about a
jalapeno
cheeseburger. I used to impersonate Stone Cold from time to time. I haven't done that in a while. I don't want to do it now, but
we'll have to do a segment of impersonations. Shall we get into some current events, dude?
Yeah, let's
Oh no, dude, we got to do our
we got to do
swipe,
the Tinder
dude.
Thing. Although I can't because I'm on the
You're on logo duty?
I'm on logo duty, but I'll participate in yours. But announcement while he's pulling it up, I relapsed. And I don't know. I saw the fun Justin was having, and
it's not that much fun.
I wanted to participate. Yeah, it's really not. I wasn't missing much. But
not that optimistic since last week.
We need the something to get into and talk about, and I think that this would be fun. So I jump back on. So if you're on there and you happen to see me, say what up. But
say what up, dude.
And that's for females. If you're male on there, you might see me, but I won't see you.
All right.
I don't know how that works.
All right, so let's explain the rules again real quick. So we are pigeons, and we purchased whatever package that allows you to be able to see who has liked you. Mm-hmm. And so basically we're just gonna
dent.
Doesn't make a dent.
Charge it for the year. I don't give a.
Doesn't make a dent. But anyway, so it's just girls who have swiped right for either myself or Z, and we're gonna pick right or left based off of name and bio. Ready?
Yep.
All right, first one. The name is Mini Vixen.
I'm sorry?
Not making it up.
Mini Vixen?
Yep.
Like
yes.
MINI?
Yep. One word. Capitalize the M and the V, so I'm imagining.
Is there anything silent?
It could be the X. Mini Vihen? Vian?
Mini
Vian?
Mini Vixen. Let's say
I think her name is Mini Vixen.
Oh well, an X can be pronounced as a Z, so it could be Mini Vision.
Could be. Bio is 4'11", peach emoji.
All right. So that means she's short and she's got an ass, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I can't see her, but.
Yep, both of those things.
Oh, dude, she's got the tailpiece.
She's got a tailpiece on her. In quotes, big butt, bigger heart. Michael G. Scott said
she
that.
really loves her butt. That's good to see.
I don't know who Michael G. Scott is. But new to Tinder. Let's see what all the fuss is about. I see Michael G. Scott quotes a lot on Tinder, and so I think I'm out of the loop.
Yeah. Let's look it up after the show and kind of get into that. Or you guys can send us a DM and interact if you want.
Did I already say new to Tinder?
New to Tinder, yeah, but she's mentioned now her butt.
Let's see what the fuss is about.
Well, fuss, my thing is with that, don't put that on your bio now because
it's not new.
Tinder's died off. I mean, from what it was.
Well, and it's not new.
How dare you say fuss?
There's no fuss.
Not anymore.
No.
There was at one point. It was booming, dude.
She's also a homeowner, a certified veterinary technician.
That's good. She likes animals. That's good.
Born and raised in Arizona.
Okay.
I'm the unicorn you've been looking for.
So she doesn't exist?
I guess. Looking for a genuine friendship with a little extra with the emoji.
So that's a friends with benefits.
Like that emoji.
So
with the tongue out to the side for those on iTunes or Spotify.
That's what she's down for, dude.
If the beard doesn't connect, neither will we.
Ooh, so I'm out.
Luckily, you are out, dude.
Really?
I unfortunately...
Dude, she sounds like a winner. She likes her ass. Sounds like she's got one.
No, not a winner.
Well, she made it. All right, so let's break this down for a second.
Her name, dude. Her
name is Minivan.
No, it's not. It's Mini Vixen.
Mini Vixen.
I'm out at Mini Vixen.
Dude, I would give her a fair... I would swipe, see what happens.
Did I already do this one?
I ain't seen that one. Oh, wait a second.
Did I talk about this one on the podcast?
Is that the...
Yeah.
Menage a trois?
Yeah, there's a couple of those.
Yeah, dude, you didn't say that one. I wanted you to. I don't want to bring it up. I didn't know if you were saving it.
Well, I wasn't saving it. I just think I forgot, or I guess I just didn't see that one at the time.
Yeah, so he's got a menage a trois.
No, I don't.
Lined up if you wanted.
Yeah, I guess. But, okay, so this one here, who swiped for me, her name is Jessica.
We were going to Paris.
Jessica.
Is that song about that?
Probably.
Okay.
Should be.
I bet it would know it.
If we go down, then we go down together.
Yeah, that's so about going to Paris with a girl. Has to be. The Chainsmokers, dude, they went to Paris with a girl?
I bet a lot of times, dude. I bet they are regulars at the Eiffel Tower. But Jessica, my boyfriend and I are looking for someone open-minded to have a passionate threesome with.
Okay, well, you're passionate and open-minded, so let's see where the rest of this goes.
No strings attached. It will be all about me. Willing to video chat before we meet to confirm it's me.
Video chat, huh?
Yeah, nobody says that. Here's my issue.
Now, is this after you guys exchange aims?
I will not be swiping right for this one, and the reason being...
I disagree.
Well, here's the reason why
I mean, that's an opportunity.
Yeah, but the reason...
That's what it smells like.
She's hot, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's opportunity.
That makes me nervous.
Why?
Well,
if the dude's super handsome...
That?
I don't think he is. If she needs help, I don't think he is.
Does she need help or does he need help is the other thing, though. Because this is a stranger.
All right. Well, you're not. I don't think you're. She said it's all about her. So if she holds true to that.
Which means, dude, the opposite. Why would she fucking say that? I would assume it's not about the dude. I would assume.
I don't know.
Because there's not even a picture of the dude on here.
I know. But
here's the other thing.
However, well, dude, what if the dude's just into watching that kind of stuff?
That's one thing, but I don't think that's the case. And I think
passionate threesome. How do you have a passionate threesome?
Well, that's the other thing, dude. That's what
I think that's my main concern is I don't know how to do that.
That's my biggest red flag. I don't know how to have a passionate threesome. I sure as shit have tried, but I don't know how to do it.
Damn, I tried to you know what happened to me, man?
You're doing I don't know.
I'm not telling that story.
Oh, okay.
One way more G-rated.
And make it quick because we're in the middle of a segment.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm just saying that I tried to have a menage a trois myself one time with a buddy in high school, and he ended up taking her on a date to a movie, and then they had a thing. So I've actually never participated in the menage a trois.
Never rode the trike?
Nope.
So to speak.
Never been to France.
We were staying in Paris to get away from your parents.
I've always been volleying back and forth with that kind of stuff, though.
All right.
I wouldn't swipe.
Here, I'm not going to.
It would make me nervous. You don't know what you're getting into.
I swiped left. Yeah,
I worry about your safety for that.
I'm less worried about my safety. I'm more worried about just...
You could show up and the dude's like, what are you doing here? He could have no clue. And she's just rolling the dice like, oh, hey, baby, I thought I told you or something.
I don't know, dude. That sounds just like a bad day for me, but...
Yeah, it would be. Couldn't be a worse day.
Yeah,
there could be.
A lot worse, dude. Yeah. That just sounds like a... Maybe I got to fight this guy. Maybe I just say, sorry. Leave.
Yeah.
Give him a thing of CBD.
Or you just go, oh, dude, I'm at the... Oh, this is 123 Street. I'm supposed to be on 125.
Oh, shit. Okay, so... We're on Caitlin now.
So you're passing on the menage. That's all right.
I'm going to pass. We're on Caitlin now.
Who else you got?
We got, this is actually pretty, well, it's light, but it's impactful. I have manners.
Good.
I use my blinkers.
Good.
I think I'm funny.
Good.
That's it. Her anthem, though, is...
Short and sweet. That's what I said last time.
You know what, dude, though?
Less is more.
Here's the thing. She's 101 miles away. Not sure how... My miles are set to 69. I'm not sure how that...
100 miles away. 101? Well, you probably match with her, and then she's probably staying somewhere else.
Maybe.
She's probably up in the city.
We're in the city. She might be out in the country.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying she was probably just chilling in the city in the 69-mile radius, and then now she went back home.
Oh, yeah. Well, her anthem is How Country Feels by Randy Houser. And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah.
For that reason, I'm out. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even because I necessarily dislike the song. It just was, you know, I just don't like that song.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites. Yeah, so that's a bummer. Everything else sounded great though.
Okay, here's a good one.
Okay.
This is Jennifer. Really cool single mom. That's good to know.
All right. She's a hip mom.
Well, at least she's not a taken mom on Tinder. Looking for a partner in crime. Gotta be a kid. Oh, no. Gotta be kid and BBW friendly.
I know what BBW is. I like my girl's BBW. The kind that'll beep and eat some lunch with you. Drake likes BBW girls. You should, that's big and beautiful, right?
I think so.
Big, beautiful women.
Hey, that girl that you were saying earlier, let's go on a few dates and see what happens.
She's on there with you too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
big shock.
You can't leave guys with that kind of. I'm not one of those guys that will play into that and go like, well, let's see what
dude,
happens.
Here we go. This is a robust bio. All right.
Robust.
Yeah, this is Kelsey. I'm Kelsey with an immediate sex emoji, which is the smirk.
If you're gonna say, hey, if you're gonna introduce yourself and your name's right on there, you better have the sex emoji after the smirk.
Yeah, true. Oh, this is another mom. I'm assuming another single mom.
Damn, them mamas love you.
I guess, dude.
You're the cub.
Proud mama. This one's 22. So.
Yeah, but you're still a cub.
Well, I'm older, though, than her.
Yeah, but you're still a cub.
I guess.
You're like the Benjamin Buttons of bears.
What?
You know, the cub.
Oh.
You started out as a bear, now you're a cub, versus most people start as a cub and then they end up as the bear. Like, I'm still a cub to a lot of people, I would imagine. And I think you started out as a bear and then now you're the cub. But I'm only turning into a bear.
Dude, I don't know if you're threatening me or complimenting me.
I'm just saying, dude, it's a youthful thing. I think you got a lot of youthful potential. Is all I'm saying.
It just feels like a threat when you're saying I'm getting more like a cub and you're just getting more like a bear. As you're talking about slapping me. I don't even mean that.
Well, no, that was earlier. That was earlier, dude. I'm cool with that. I had my number one break, and that's all I needed.
Dude, can I get back to Kelsey? I feel super disrespectful.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry, Kelsey, if you're listening.
Sorry, Kels. Proud mama to a little boy, currently in nursing school, really laid back and down for anything. I guarantee that's not true. I love food, understatement. That's probably true because you're a chick. Anything from the sea belongs in my belly. Actually, same. And cheese, forget about it, with another sexual, just the tongue.
So she's saying, like, forget about it, like, don't do cheese, or, like, she likes
cheese? No, she likes it, dude. Like,
all right.
Like, forget about it. That kind of forget about it. Currently on my fitness journey, got a little mom bod going on, and not the slightest bit embarrassed to say it.
I think I've only dated girls that love cheese, thinking back at it.
It sounds like maybe she's going to have the mom bod stick around if she's... I don't know.
She said something about the mom bod?
Yeah, currently on my... Oh, no. Actually, no. She's... No. I what an asshole I am, dude. Fuck me.
Dude, you're shallow, dude.
I'm the worst. Fuck me, dude. I'm sorry. Currently on my fitness journey. It says it right there. Why do I have to be a dick?
Yeah, dude. That's not cool.
Fuck.
I was giving her the benefit of the D, bro. I was.
What do you mean by benefit of the D?
The doubt.
Oh.
Benefit of the doubt.
Well, we're on Tinder, dude. We're talking about Tinder, and I just needed to clarify.
Dude, no. Every bio says not into hookups. Why'd you get that?
Currently on my fitness journey, got a little mom bod going on. Not the slightest embarrassed to say it. Good for you. Get at it. I had a dad bod for a minute. I'm not a dad, but I had a dad bod that I know of.
Yeah, we've all been there, girl. Keep grinding, keep hustling.
Yeah,
if you're listening,
keep going. If you're cocky, it's a no for me. Shout out to you for still swiping right for me.
Yeah, you're the last person to swipe. No, I'm just kidding. You're not cocky. You're just misunderstood sometimes.
Oh, Z, I appreciate that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this podcast is shedding a little light. Easygoing, live and let live. Fair.
Sounds awesome, dude.
I love long drives, singing my heart out any chance I get.
That's you.
Baking and being happy. Let's talk.
You like that?
Yeah, I do, man. Maybe I'll swipe right for this one.
Sounds nice.
We matched. We'll see where it goes, dude.
Sounds like a pleasant lady to have around, I must say.
Here's another Kelsey that found her way into the mix.
I don't even want to know what's on mine.
She has zero bio, though, so she's for sure not getting a swipe.
That's cocky. It's cocky to not have a bio.
That's cocky.
I've done that.
Okay, should we do one more?
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
Yeah.
All right. This is Heather. I'm currently going to ASU for my bachelor's in anthropology.
Okay.
No, I don't know what I'll do with that degree. I don't know.
I bet she gets asked
I don't
a lot.
fully know what anthropology is.
I don't either. My problem is that people getting degrees, man, is if they feel like they that's the only thing that they get to or have to talk about. Like you don't have to.
Oh my gosh.
Like
dude.
with guys and girls, man, they see someone else in college and then they're like, "Oh, that's all I can talk to." Maybe that's why I struggle with girls because we don't have that common ground.
How many words do we need to define what the study of human beings is? Anthropology is the study of humans and human behavior and societies in the past and present.
There's a store called Anthropology that sells like soaps and stuff.
Well, that's where my mind went. So I'm thinking
What?
Well, I'm saying the word anthropology. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but the store is called Anthropology, I think. Antro.
So there's no age.
Dude, I can't remember. It's at the Cherry Creek Mall in Denver, though.
Well, that's what was throwing me off, dude.
Anthropology.
Yeah, because that store.
And it smells like just lavender.
Yeah, dude, and I like it.
It's a cool store.
Anyways, can we just, let's simplify? Because sociology, psychology, is anthropology just sociology plus psychology?
I think it's a bundled
past,
deal, it sounds
present,
like.
future?
Nah, it sounds like a bundle.
And also, too, time, we got to situate that. I'm not going to get into it. But she doesn't know what she's going to do with the degree. That's fair. I think most people don't know what they're going to do with their degree once they have it.
Except for dudes, dude. No one knows what they're going to do with their life more than a kid in college.
Yeah. Working part-time, most people can't handle my sass. I'm probably one of them, but I'm not into girls with sass, dude. I have very little patience for sass.
Well, and the other thing is
just
too,
when
they say that they're sassy, then that they're putting it out there like, "Hey, I told you. You thought it was a joke."
It's fine if you're going to be a sassy person, but you're not. I personally don't
bring it around the house.
Yeah, dude, leave that shit at the door because I personally don't have time for sass at that level.
Mm-hmm.
At that elite level of homebound sass,
Mm-hmm.
I do not have time for.
Mm-hmm.
At any point.
I'm kind of with you with that too. Especially too, like, you're working all the time.
And
you
also,
come home, you gotta go deal with that.
And don't be sassy to other people. Just don't be sassy. In the sense of
it's not cool to be sassy to waiters or waitresses.
I was gonna say waiters.
For sure, don't. That
was the one I was gonna say, dude. Oof. Yeah, that drives me nuts.
Luckily, I've never had that happen.
Most people can't handle their sass. I'm probably one because, like I just said. But guess that's what I get for growing up with all brothers. Well, I only grew up with a brother, and I assure you, I have zero sass. Well, that's not true, dude. I have a little bit of sass. We all got a little bit of sass, but
all sass, no ass.
I've got some ass, though.
I'm just saying.
I'll do my squats. Okay, she loves photography, local music, rock climbing, gym.
So she's outdoorsy.
Cooking, two-stepping. Fuck. I just can't.
Snoop Dogg.
You can't even. Every girl, man, it's some sort of a country influence here.
Arizona.
Road trips, adventures, and watching football. Fuck, dude, I'm out again. People tell me I'm a walking contradiction. I doubt it. Let's grab drinks or coffee sometime. I just quit drinking coffee.
Shut up.
It's a left swipe.
You just quit drinking coffee. That used to be my thing, man. I used to...
Fuck, dude. Tinder is not what it used to be.
I said, no, it is not. Well, that used to be my line. I'd match with girls, and then I would say, so how does this work? Are we married now? Thinking it was hilarious. And then I'd ask to go on coffee shop dates and shit. And
yeah, but that's not in your bio.
No.
Yo, dude, you know what I get, though? What I see sometimes on here?
I put my bio. I think I got a good bio.
Mine's pretty fun. I'm about to drop mine right now.
Go ahead, do it.
But what I see a lot of times is these chicks that are like actually decent looking, you know, just looking to prey on.
Hold on now. What do you mean actually decent looking?
I mean, like,
what's wrong with the other one?
I'm talking that break your neck. I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking that just, you know.
Undeniable.
No, I'm just kidding. But
there are some.
I know, but what cracks me up is when chicks have on their bio, Venmo me $5 and see what happens with the winky face.
Mm-hmm.
And they're I guarantee you they make bank, dude, because they're just some lonely, sad fucking people that really.
Well, there's dudes that don't know any better, so they think they get notified. So they probably think are like, oh, I'm gonna give this girl $5, and then she's gonna come find me.
Or worse, dude. How many of them probably are thinking, I'm gonna give her 20 and see what happens? She asked for 5. I'm gonna give her 20.
I got paid extra this week. Worked a little overtime.
20. Maybe she'll give me a nip. Who knows?
You can't even send pictures on Tinder,
dude.
And the funniest thing, man.
You know, and so. That stuff cracks me up because I just know that it makes me sad, but it also cracks me up because don't send people $5 to see what happens.
It's like clicking on the link when click to see more, and it's clearly
it's
catfish.
It's catfish. But
I mean, you might as well be swimming in a lake, man.
Well, what my thing is, though, what my bio is...
The catfish.
Give me 5 stars on iTunes and see what happens, winky face.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
Smart.
Because I'm just trying to... And then what I'm going to do...
It's better than mine.
What is yours?
Aren't we just all here boosting each other's egos?
Oh, yeah, that's very you. It's very you.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean it's very me?
Well, it's just like
what is me?
I mean, a lot is you, you know?
Well, okay, well, just explain what you said. That's all, and we can move on.
It was something that you would say.
Yeah, but like, why?
I don't know, man. Based off of all the experiences that you've had in this world, you've just come to the point where you think about things a certain way, and so you say certain things. And so when you say something that is just so lined up with who you are as a person that it just clicks. And that's what's happening on your Tinder.
So you like that, but
it's just very you.
No, yeah, and well, it is, and
it's authentic.
Doing a trial study, I don't feel like it's probably a little aggressive. I think it's
well, it's kind of you.
Yeah, I'm not aggressive though. My thing is this, like, I just keep telling people, I'm like, if you want to see me, go tune into the podcast, because for some reason with you, I can be me, myself, and when I'm around other people, it's like I'm acting like I act like I don't come here and then post videos to YouTube. Like it's like been this weird identity crisis, because it's like when I'm working and trying to be professional, and I was talking to that guy today, who we met with on Friday about the marketing stuff, and I was talking so professional, you know, just having that professional voice and that the rock laugh I do, and I was like, I'm living my life as if you can't go hear me talk like an idiot for 2 hours. every week.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can't live like a normal professional human being now that we've done this. Do you feel that at all? It's hard to be professional.
I've always had a hard time
being professional.
Yeah, dude.
Well, your problem is you've never had a job, like a real job.
Yeah.
Like you've had, like you worked at a car wash once, but that was for like a month. You can't count that. But I mean, your job was.
I worked at Sunglass Hut for a day.
Yeah.
And then I got into the pyramid scheme thing.
It's not a job though.
Yeah, I know. And then right after
semi-pro hockey. So I mean, you just haven't had like you never had to be.
It was. But
I mean,
then
that's semi-pro enough.
But then I went to. I immediately went into fucking like selling insurance and meeting with older people and getting that whole thing down and but in doing that, like, I learned how informal retired people are trying to be. Mm-hmm. And when they're retired,
they're probably tired of being it too.
They're so tired of being professional that I would have clients
I've been doing this for 50 years.
When I was like 18 years old, dude, I would have clients that would be like, if you wear a tie in my house one more time, I'm canceling every bit of insurance that we have with you guys. Blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, done.
Yeah, you're a sus salesperson at that point.
At that time, I was. And but yeah, and then once we started, all the other stuff that we've done since then, it's just I don't even know what it means. So I just try to be me, and then whatever happens. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I got into working young.
Dude, this has been a long podcast.
Yeah, it has. Let's start moving this on.
Yeah, let's move. Z, I feel generous right now.
Do you?
Magnanimous, I feel.
I'm feeling that too a little bit.
Like, I just want to give shit away.
Yeah, I've been feeling that.
And I don't know of a better place to start than a product that we love and use, the CBD oil from Axton, as a giveaway.
Talking about the peppermint flavor?
I'm talking about the peppermint flavor, valued at $60 a bottle. I want to give some of those away.
A couple drops under the tongue, feeling good. Oof.
Tell you what.
Well, what do you have in mind?
All right. Well, I think for the people that watch us on YouTube, why don't we do it like this? How about if you subscribe, like, and comment, you'll get put into a chance to win a free bottle of CBD oil from Axton Subs, valued at $60.
$60. That sounds like a smoking deal to me.
Well, it's free, so yeah, it's about as smoking of a deal as you can get.
Well, here, let me add on to that. I'm feeling generous too. So how about I give away a free bottle of CBD as well for the iTunes listeners?
Ooh.
So for the best comment, review, 5-star review with the comment, I'm going to give away a free bottle of CBD for my favorite comment, our favorite comment.
Yeah.
From an aardvark.
I like that, dude.
So, I mean, we got people that are listeners and the watchers.
I'll tell you what.
I think we're onto something here.
I like this giving shit away thing. So let's do that. Why don't you guys go ahead and subscribe, like, comment on YouTube, enter into a chance to win the free bottle of CBD. 5 stars plus write a review on iTunes. Get a chance to win a free bottle of CBD valued at $60. Axton Subs.
Who else but Axton?
Jump in, dude. Let's do this thing.
Yeah. This is smoking deal,
free
guys.
Free CBD, guys. Get
what
on
are we doing?
it.
What are we
Get
doing?
on it.
I don't really give a fuck about the first current event there, but we can talk about it if you want.
I would actually like to spend less time on the second current event. I don't want to spend a ton of time.
Really, on any of the current events, we really don't need to spend that much time on.
We can just whip through some of
them. Yeah,
let's
do it. First one is...
Tiger Woods, dude, finally won his first PGA Tour tournament in 5 years.
Damn,
dude.
It's been 5 years.
5 years since probably the GOAT of golf. The golf goat. He's been through some shit, dude. He had
that DUI a year ago. Now he's winning tours.
He did. He had a Dewey a year ago, and then he had, but he had all them sex scandals. And he lost his chick.
Lost the Livestrong deal, or the Nike deal.
He lost his video game. But to see him come back and win, dude, that's pretty cool. And he did it. He's been playing, man.
He's kind of like the John Jones of golf.
He kind of is.
Or John Jones is like the Tiger Woods. I don't know how you say that. However you want to say it.
However you want to say it. But yeah, it's sort of similar, except I think Tiger really wants to be putting in the effort, and I think John Jones is just a little snitch bitch who's willing to rat people out so he can have a reduced sentence.
He's not ratting anybody out.
I'd look into it. Shout out to Tiger.
Good for Tiger.
Good for Tiger.
That's good. The only good news for Tiger, and sorry for the guys that didn't win. Better luck next year.
Better luck next week,
golf.
actually, for your next tournament.
Is that already in a week?
Oh,
I don't know how the schedule works in golf.
Dude, they have.
I just feel like
every week.
I just see like the stuff online and whatnot, and someone wins a PGA Tour. But to me, a tour is like
the whole thing is a PGA Tour. That's the league.
Okay, so he won this season.
No, he won a tournament. He won a game.
Oh, well, fuck! What are we celebrating for? Win the tour.
It's a big deal to win a tournament.
I thought the tour was the big deal to win. You win the whole tour.
Well, yeah, that's like you can win the tour championship.
So was that what this was? Dude, was this the championship? Was this the grand poobah of? Was this the bee's knees of tournaments, or is it just like a bunch of guys getting together? Like he's playing against John Daly. I saw that picture of him just ripping a dart in a Big Mac. So is that his competition here? Like, is Ricky out there playing? Is Jordan Spieth? Are these other guys out there too?
I didn't think you were going to get this in depth with me, dude. I was just going to say shout out to Tiger. And, like, we saw him at dinner in New York City a bunch of years ago.
We did?
Yeah, remember that when we were in New York?
I don't remember that at all.
Dude, we were at this steakhouse or something, not a big deal. And, like, a couple of... I just wanted that to be the not a big deal and not the part where Tiger was at the same restaurant as us.
Steakhouse? You could be at Outback.
I know.
Or like, dude, I think Applebee's considers himself a steakhouse.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he was
shout out to Applebee's, but
he was just there a couple of tables back, and it was like one of those things where we wanted to go up and say something, but like.
I don't remember this at all.
We were just shithead little kids, and
yeah, I remember we got a fight in that trip, and then Dad was like, "I'm gonna take you fucking kids home." Do you remember that at FAO Schwartz or whatever that toy store?
I just remember you being extremely difficult person to handle.
Still am.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. So that's it. Shout out to Tiger.
Yeah, good for Tiger. And then I'll do my research on the golf stuff, on how the tourneys work.
Yeah, I guess fill me in too, because I clearly don't know either.
I stumped you. I didn't mean to stump you.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that was common knowledge for a guy like you.
I mean, it's like about as much as I said is about as much as I.
That's okay. So I reached.
Like I enjoy the sport of golf. I like to play it. Mm-hmm. I would like to follow it more.
But you don't understand how all the structure of...
I don't understand the business model of the PGA Tour.
Okay.
I understand how the game works.
Yeah, fair.
And I like a few of the guys, and I like to follow them. But I don't understand the schedule.
And we'll find you at a Golden Tee, maybe.
Yeah, find me at a Golden Tee. All right. Next current event is the UFC press conference.
This was something I can provide, obviously, some more... insight on than the last one. I know how the landscape of this one works, so this one should be pretty quick. I thought it was good. It was entertaining.
It was
What'd you think?
Super entertaining.
For those who don't know, I mean, I don't want to just drop it like we're a fucking MMA podcast, but obviously Conor McGregor, who you should know by now,
came in hot
in that purple suit.
Whew. And
then versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Try saying that, by the way.
Nurmagomedov.
Look up just Habib, and then he'll come up and try and say the name.
I'm going to smash him.
Yeah. Dude, it was a good press conference. The bummer is
that they didn't have any fans.
Well, it makes sense, but the problem is when I looked into it, and when people were saying it wasn't Conor's best performance or that he was reaching, but like you look at Conor and his fights.
I don't think he was reaching.
I don't think he was either. But the problem is, though, for a guy like him, I think a big part of his game plan is the fact that he does have a country behind him. And I think that gets into the opponent's head, too, when they're going, ole, 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 and they're just screaming. And all the fan questions are like, Habib, like, how's it going to feel when your head is being smacked on the canvas by Conor standing in front of you smiling? And now he's got to picture that in his head like everyone would. So he's like, fuck, what if that does happen? So, like, it gets in their head. But when it's just Conor and he's just got to talk shit and he doesn't have anyone to, like, help him back it up, he's got to be on point with everything he's saying. So that's what makes it hard.
Yeah. But, like, you could also tell, too, because there's, like, a little tremor in his voice that he was just
upset.
Like, you could tell, he felt a certain way, and then he was just talking. So it was, I thought it was super entertaining, and I'm really excited for the fight, dude.
I am too. I can't wait.
I really think it's gonna be.
It's coming up.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
And I think Conor's gonna take him, especially after seeing the press conference.
Yeah, I mean, after now, because Conor's not an emotional fighter, never has been, and I don't think he ever will be, because his mindset is too. His mindset's surpassed that, I think. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to watch and see, because I think, I don't know, man. I just think Khabib is going to be too. I don't think Khabib will be emotional. I haven't been impressed with Khabib's striking. You know, I think that it's been, you know, this is kind of a cookie cutter answer. I mean, everyone says it. Any actual analyst says this, but I don't know. It's just tough because Conor's starched Eddie Alvarez no problem. And, I mean, but Khabib is just such a different wrestler than Eddie Alvarez. I mean, he's such a far cry. But Eddie Alvarez has the edge striking. Dude, fuck. I mean, it's going to be a good fight. I mean, I'm going to battle back and forth on who I think is going to win. I'm not even making picks for this fight, dude, because I like both guys. You can like both guys. Just like what we were talking about with MGK and Eminem.
Yeah, we're not segueing into that.
No,
so don't fret. We're not going to talk about it 3 weeks in a row. But the next onward current event here, Max Domi sucker punch. Switching gears over to hockey a little bit. Max, so did you see any of this?
I saw it, but what I had a question for you or at least what I wanted to know, because I didn't see what led up to that.
Well, I don't know all of what. I don't know that.
It's a preseason game.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's really not that relevant because, like, there's not too much that goes into those sort of events. But what I
want to know, why are you so riled up in a preseason game that you're sucker punching a guy?
Well, I don't know if you really.
I think that's where my question is.
Man, it's a weird situation because you've got Ekblad, who's a guy who is the guy that got hit, right? And he is a stud D-man, and I think he was from my class or maybe the year before.
Yeah, I think he's a little younger if I remember right.
No, well, he's a little older.
Or I meant older.
Like 1 or 2 years, and then Domi's my age. So, anyways, so they were playing, and an incident happened where Domi was getting in Ekblad's face, and Domi was wanting to fight, and Ekblad wasn't. And in the way that the NHL is set up now is like you can't force somebody to fight like you used to. Like you can't jump guys like you used to be able to.
Yeah.
And you know, there's rules in place to protect players like that. But the thing of it is no matter what the rules are, like you still have to be ready to a degree to defend yourself in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And, you know, the problem is that especially when the consequences of getting hurt could be so dire, you know, for a guy like Ekblad who's dealt with injuries and had some concussion issues in the past, like that's something you got to be protective of.
Yeah.
And I know that like towards the end of my career, my gloves were barely hanging on because I was just so on edge, thinking that like I was gonna grab someone or they're gonna grab me, and then I was gonna end up getting hurt or something. So I was just always ready to go, and not necessarily be a fucking animal, but like at least grab to make sure that things were gonna be under control, like in those types of situation. So I don't know, man. I think that Ekblad's got to do a better job of not trusting whatever rule is in place.
Yeah, the system.
Because the punishment for this dude was no fine, no just suspension for the rest of preseason. That's it.
Which, doing him a favor, star player.
Yeah, dude. Preseason sucks anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, that was that. It was just it wasn't a great play.
Yeah,
but players got to do a better job of protecting themselves, especially in this new generation, this new era.
Because it wasn't like what happened back with like Bertuzzi, to where that was complete blind. Like the guy has no chance. But like, and Bertuzzi's a big boy. I mean, Domi's 5'8", 5'6", and not that size really matters, but Aaron Ekblad's like 6'4". Or something. He's a big dude, and Domi's not big.
That big of a difference in size.
I mean,
is it?
I think Ekblad's a big. He's probably like 6'2", 6'3", which is still pretty big.
I don't think Domi's 5'6".
I think he's 5'8".
Really?
Yeah, he's short.
That's right. Him and Mark Wahlberg are boys.
Yeah, they're real short.
Them 5'8" club.
5'8" and under club. So I think, yeah. I don't have much of an opinion on it, but
it'll be interesting to see. You
can't sucker punch guys, but then also too, like, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I wonder how the rest of the year will go, because like that'll happen more, and that'll happen more and more where
young guys,
because the game is moving so much faster than it used to, because people are just better.
That's what you were saying.
And so there's a high collision, and so now I think we're gonna start to see the shift where there's gonna be even more fighting than there has been over the last few years. Yeah, it's just because of emotion and speed and stuff like that.
Just based off of physics, you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they'll collide, and then it'll look like a huge hit.
Exactly. So somebody will feel the need to like make them answer for that. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, like you gotta answer, or you gotta ask yourself the question: is this guy gonna punch me in the face right now or not? And if so, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I think that just needs to be a thought that more guys have. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So
it'll be a fun season. I'm excited to watch watch this year. I've been out of the loop, like I said, but I'm looking to be back in this year. So
I'm about ready to wrap this thing up, dude. Let's get into some announcements.
Yeah, let's do that.
This thing's looking like it's gonna run. Oh, it's not, dude. It's just
Well, while you're looking at that, I can start out with some of these. Yeah, so we're working on some behind the scenes stuff, like I said earlier. We're just more ways for you guys to be able to interact and see what's going on, other than just us talking about whatever, because there's so many different ways that you can get content and see content, and some people, the podcast isn't their style. I'm not saying anyone needs more Weber boys, but the world needs a little bit more Weber boys. So we're taking that initiative and just trying to show the BTS, like Justin said. So we're working on that. Justin's working on some clips, and he's actually getting good at the shit. So he's actually getting it to where he can put together really good clips and material, and he was working on some cool artwork today, some like thumbnail images and stuff like that.
But fuck all that, dude. We're making merch, dude. Let's talk about important shit people care about. Merch, t-shirts. We're gonna be making hats. We're gonna be making t-shirts.
I'm not gonna be a groupie.
We're gonna be making hats. We're gonna be making t-shirts.
Yeah, the first thing that's gonna be coming out.
We don't have that much room on that.
I know.
So let's.
The first thing that we're gonna have is the hats are coming out first. T-shirts will be coming. We can announce those in a couple weeks though, and show what those are doing, because we're still working on getting some of the licensing and whatnot. Hats will be coming. I got to check my email, but hopefully we'll have some news as to when those will drop next week. And
other than that,
social awkward. Keep reviewing. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, be sure to make sure that you get a chance to win one of your a free bottle of CBD.
Right, we got to make a big deal out of this, otherwise people won't do it.
Well, we're gonna do it's a part of the beginning, dude. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
As a reminder.
Yeah, don't forget again to subscribe, like, and comment to have a chance of winning a free bottle of CBD for the YouTube people, and 5 stars plus write a review on iTunes, and also enter in a chance to win a free bottle of CBD via Axton Subs.
So get your CBD.
Via subscribe, like, comment, review, 5 stars, dude, like Uber. And man, that's it for me.
Send in some fan questions or
Aardvark
topics.
questions. We don't have fans.
Yes, just a general
silly goose.
A general term.
I know, but we should have a thing for that, like the Aardvark hour, something corny.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. We'll have to get some questions first, but yeah, so thanks again, guys, for listening. I know that we got a little more serious on this one.
So, yeah, dude. It's all right,
Thanks for tuning in. But it was an important conversation to have, and we felt like that is...
we're just trying to keep it awkward.
Keep it awkward, guys.
Keeping it awkward, keeping it productive. That's it. That's all we're doing.
I love you all. I love you. And that's all I got.
Me too, man. A lot of love.
I'm Z.
For those of you tuning in, I'm Jay.
I'm Z.
And we're Jay-Z. So we're out.
We are out.
It's been socially awkward.
Have a great week, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a hoot load of fun.
This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel. Yeah.